Like, you can get it, you just have to send in the crab. Send in the crabs! That sounds awkward. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's Phobies time. We're jumping in with another Phobie session. We're going to maybe be playing some variety later, but we'll see how the night progresses. Let's get to it. What's going on, chat? So what's going on? Masha, Dobby, Svadis, Anda, welcome. Welcome. Hope everybody's doing well. Twitch is drunk. It happens. It happens. What are you going to do? Oh, we have news. I guess I just didn't click into this. It's funny that the refer a friend thing is still here, and so is the welcome. Which I guess makes sense, but like, I don't know. Season pack tomorrow, it's true. I did actually hit my games. I'm not going to probably hit the gold coffee for this week, but I did hit the gold pack, which is all that really matters. This gives me, you know, tonight and tomorrow, just gotta chill. I don't have to be like, oh, I gotta get these games in. I gotta make sure that I hit my total. Now it's just whatever. I mean, I have my coffee. We have 30,000 tiers. We got over 10K coffee. I think we have enough to open for tomorrow, right? We'll open a few dreadful packs. Hey, Rock Swan, what's good? Yeah, we'll open a bunch of scary packs. We'll open a bunch of dreadful packs unless chat wants, like, is hell-bent on doing something else. But I think dreadful packs is the way we gotta go because we need the experience. The big thing is experience at this stage. I don't know why I clicked in there. I meant to go in here. Because as we saw yesterday, I have an enormous amount of upgrades that are still laying about. There's still lots of things to do. Yeah, Dreadful Pack for sure. We need the XP. I do have 14K. I want to push into getting Yeti. I think Yeti's going to make a big impact on my gameplay, or has the potential to. Honestly, I have found very, very few scenarios where Oopsie Baby, I even consider it. And I'm not really sure why yet. I know DT has been pushing Oopsie Baby a lot. Or been trying to, or was. I don't know if DT still is. I don't even know if DT's in chat right now, but they can chime in. But I think Oopsie Baby does represent something valuable, but it feels like, why would I ever pay 7 keys for a 4-key unit that's arguably better? Now, don't get me wrong, the Oopsie Baby has almost double the health and another ability. But it's because you have Inoculus. I mean, yes, that's exactly where I'm going with it, is that Inoculus feels like it does everything Oopsie Baby does. Well, it does 90% of what Oopsie Baby does for half the cost. Hey, DT, what's good? I don't know if Crybaby is worth it, but I've intentionally pushed Oopsie Baby onto the board in some async games. Because as I've talked about before, and I still got to do this video, I want to do this video like I did the patch breakdown, where there's a lot more editing, there's it's more, I don't want to say interactive, but it's more visually impressive than just the typical stream highlights. And I want to do this beginner video, but one of the things is, just mess around in one of the modes, and that's where you can experiment with things and try out new strategies. So I am actively forcing Oopsie Baby in certain games where I said, look, normally I would pop a Pterodactyl out here, or I would have gone Hevo or whatever, and I said, nope, I'm putting Oopsie Baby on the board just to see what happens, kind of thing. Like, how much of an impact will Crybaby have? And right now, honestly, it's not doing anything. I have a game going, because I have 2 or 3, but the one I'm thinking of is on Always Watching. And I sent the Oopsie Baby north, which I think was a mistake, because now it's kind of pinned just below my heart. Because there's a couple things up here that are somewhat threatening, but if I try and walk it down, it's going to be in range of the rest of their team, as opposed to behind my team, and then can hit stuff. Like, I don't have the blockers set up properly. I might be able to engineer the scenario, but right now it does not feel like the Oopsie Baby's even going to be involved. I think the game is going to get decided before Oopsie Baby does anything of relevance. So basically, I locked up 7 keys in something that's going to do nothing. AKA, I'll probably lose. But like I said, there's a couple games that I have that I'm trying to force it in. This big map looks like a small map. Yeah, it does feel very small. It does feel fairly small, and I'd be curious, what because in my head, I kind of, and I don't know if this is how it works, but I kind of imagine that in the background, the game, the system, behind the scenes, counts the available tiles, and then assigns it, this is a big map, this is a small map. Like the available tiles that are occupiable by non-flyers, we'll say. And if that is true, because that's kind of, I haven't really put a lot of thought into it, but in the back of my head, that was kind of what it was, because clearly, like, Home Sweet Home has less spaces than this might sting a little. By how much, I don't know, and I'd be curious if somebody sat there and counted all of these. Is this the same average size as another big map? Or is it just a flag on the back end that they say, this is a big map, this is a small map, and then if big map, start with this many keys and gain 5 a turn. If small map, start with this many keys and gain 3 a turn, that sort of thing. And like I said the other day, when we didn't really cover the patch on stream since I did the video, but we were talking about it a little bit. I would love to see variations, even on existing maps, and just change the key amounts. Like, change the number of keys either that you're generating, your total amount of keys, or both, and just see how it, even if it's make it larger on large maps, make it smaller on small maps, whatever, so that it forces certain strategies and forces certain adaptations. I think it would be interesting. The small maps are 5x9, the big maps are 9x9. I believed you, but I still wanted to count. It's a little weird to think about, because it's not like, I guess the vault here, the heart, and this panic point are in a line. Because of the perspective on the way you look at the Phobie maps, it's tough for me to immediately visualize that grid. I feel like maybe it's tough to tell, like, where the tiles are here. I think that you can get in this line, like behind the heart. You have to be able to, because this is here, and it'd be symmetrical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This feels like it's 10, but I must be miscounting. Quick aside, everybody, before we get into the actual content, I was accepted into the Phobies Content Affiliate Program, the content creator program, you might call it. Shout out to the Phobies team, and thank you for that. But the reason I'm telling you, everybody out there, dear viewer, dear listener, is to let everybody know that I do receive some compensation from the Phobies team as a result of being part of that program. Now, I loved Phobies before, and I still love Phobies now, and I expect I will still continue to love Phobies in the future. So look forward to more Phobies content coming from Random's Thoughts. So now, on with the show. Alright, so we're on the new map, another new map. Not the new map, we have several new maps. Smiley? Yeah, it's Smiley. So I don't really have something set in stone for this map yet, because I've only played it a couple times. We'll play it by ear. Hey, Kraos, what's good? A little eyeball action here. We got a Gravedigger. This is interesting. I mean, I can appreciate it. You immediately cap this point. So if we go... This is the second map with the eyeball theme. Opticon has it, and I want to say there's one more, but I don't remember. So the question here is, like, I don't know whether to take theirs or take mine down here, because this prevents the Contortio from just moving up easily. This has kind of been my going second, because I think I have 1 or 2 games going first and 1 or 2 games going second, and this has roughly been my opener going second. You're sure there's only 2? Alright. I mean, I know Opticon is the other one. This looks similar to the map It looks similar to map like this where you go Gravedigger first break. So are you thinking of like and subscribe? Because that is one where I go Gravedigger first to break the block, but that one has a center panic point to take. I can see it going first. I don't know how important it is to do that, but I could, like, I get it. Where the key vault is facing each other. I think that's like and subscribe. Yeah, that one doesn't have eyeballs. Instead of the eyeballs surrounding, it has a different everyone's watching you theme. It has all of the, like, tablet screen creatures, you know what I mean? You just deleted Phobies to update Overwatch 2? Oh, no. I think you've made a mistake, Roxwan. But you gotta do what you... Wait. Can you play Overwatch 2 on your phone? Phobies can't possibly take up that much space that you needed to delete it off a PC. Is that really what happened? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I constantly have to juggle space on my secondary drive where I have a lot of games installed because it's a solid state. Even though it's a 2 terabyte drive, I think. I think it's 2 terabytes. Because that's where I also keep the video files. So, like, and I keep a longer archive than I probably need to locally, just in case I want to go back and edit something. Like, I have stuff going back to, like, July sitting on there. I could absolutely blow those up and don't need them anymore. There's no reason to keep them. Somebody's pinging me in Discord. Oh, it's Smiley pinging me in Discord. See, I think maybe breaking this block so that I can put the Innocuous here and it can still target through here might be worth it. I'm not sure. You could walk up and hit this, but that doesn't matter. You could walk up and block something. Does that matter? If you break a block, I don't know that that matters. I mean, you could break... Like, it matters, but I don't think it's making a huge impact on this game. We're going to put you here. The whole goal here is I want the Innocuous to threaten getting on the stem so that it can blow something up. I think this is fine, because I want to bank. Banking to 11 doesn't necessarily afford me anything in particular, but there's no real need to force anything. This is why I think this map actually, you can heart rush fairly well. Not that Hevo 2.0 itself is all that threatening, but you can get here and it's fairly defensible. We get a Clopster. Level 11 Clopster, that's pretty big. Like, look at this. This is going to be a big threat to try and defend. And if I have to kind of babysit this Contortio, because if they go up 3 panic points to 0, that's significant. So they just broke this, but one thing they could have done was slid this down. Like, take the scenic route and then block here, and then I'm kind of hosed. I'm not, like, super hosed, but it's definitely not good. I can tell you that much. Let me tell you what. We could get hit a few times here, but they're not going to kill this. This is 4, we'll say 5, 8. So it's not going to kill this. A 1 key here just gives us a little more posturing power. So that way we could threaten capping something. If they want to go after the 1 key, it's like, okay, great. It is a big crab. Just run Chuck to there with a Gonzo or something in your fairly large threat. Also, hi, I'm new here. Welcome, Scrungle. Welcome. What do you think about running Crushmore to the top and block? If you're going second, you could do that on turn 1. Like, that's a not awful thing. I think they're trying to figure out if they can push the Hevo here to isolate it or something. But you can't leave this here because I will lay into it. Because I don't care. But if you retreat it to the stem, I can't chase it. Because obviously I'm not going to walk into the stem, right? But yeah, running Crushmore up here, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3. You can't quite reach the stem. Wait, I'm looking at it from the wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can reach the stem. Then Crushmore comes in and blocks here immediately. I mean, that isn't awful. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, it's me trying to, like, look at chat real quick. And since people are memeing minimum 40% of the time, saying, hey, I'm new here, is entirely possible as, like, a thing that would be said. See, like, how do I defend this right now? This is 984, so you won't one-shot this, but you will one-shot this. I don't know that Moffat is what we want, because we just can't get in here. I'm not really sure. When I have to commit, I'm gonna have to go in. Like, hard. I don't think this is a thing that I can, like, tool around with. I'm gonna have to really commit when I do it. Part of me wants to just do this. So that way I can get more stuff into position where I want it to be. Alternatively, I bank for, like, I'm not even joking, like a high 5 or something, and then use that to just tank a bunch of hits while AoEing their team down. We're gonna try this. I don't really like this. I was thinking Bluelian, actually, not Graylian, but Graylian is also an option. Like, a Yoink here would be good. Maybe getting the Yoink online faster would be better. We have some time. Like, I'm not really worried about our health yet. I will be soon. Oh, can this die? No. It's close, but it can't die. In which case, I can really punish them coming back. Because I'd probably go 2 hits, send in a healer, and then get like 1 hit with this, 1 hit with this, because the healer's got to go where the Crushmore is, so. But yeah, Graylian doesn't sound bad. Graylian doesn't sound bad. I mean, the Moffat doesn't sound bad either, and getting it online that turn might be worth it, because then the Moffat could just, like, slide here and yoink and threaten that, even from this safer position, as compared to if I had to put it somewhere else. See, like, this is still bad. I can't do anything right now. I absolutely need to retreat here, because based on the damage, I will die in this position. Like, the Hevo will die, and if the Hevo dies, the game kind of ends on the spot. Sort of thing. Do I have Chuck? No. I do not have Chuck. As Chad is pointing out, I'm in fact chuckless. Does this need to be here? This can get hit by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can still get hit by all of those, but now they have to come in closer. Like, there's no real need for that to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means that this needs to go back 1. Repeller? Nah, I don't know. Repeller, my repeller's low enough that it'll get 1 shot by this, like, low enough level. See, this is the kind of turn I was afraid of. Because now we're in trouble, because we have to still invade, but we gotta recap all these points in the meantime. We have 6 Phobies, so we could Gravedigger to crack one of these blocks to give me LOS on something. And I think that's where we're going to have to push. This thing's just going to die. There's nothing we can do about it. So, if we do something like this... No game. $558. I can't even kill this jar. They might be able to kill the Hevo, I'm not sure. They have 12 keys still, so this is still really bad. I know that was going to die anyway, but whatever. This could just be atrociously bad, but I think I have to make a move for it kind of thing. Either I go now or I'm never going to go. I was thinking about putting the spider in a safer spot, like it could have been here. But they have to commit everything, like I guess they don't have to commit everything. You gotta do this first. Like, you can get it, you just have to send in the crab. Send in the crabs! That sounds awkward. That's fine, I guess. This is going to come down to phobie fighting, I think. We're getting low, but we still have over 5k health. It's not going to stay there for much longer, but still. The 12 keys are problematic, though. They could pop a healer and another big phobie. Like, they could go Clinico their own Hevo. Something like that. Their own Hevo 3.0, and I am not in great shape. We probably need to pop a healer at this stage, which I guess will be Muffin to start, and then we'll go from there. It's possible I want a Clinico also, because I could heal this, and then... Yep. It's exactly what I said. Or not. I can't see what level it was. Hematic Gin Sting is the order of the day. That's not really worth. How much health? Oh, max Phobies, no! The max Phobies gonna get you. So we'll end up losing our spider in this exchange. I just don't see how we don't. They're gonna get a great boop here. Or should. So, like, they can boop here, just split all the Phobies, see where they go, and then possibly light something up. You have to complete 37 games in 22 hours, but I have to go to sleep soon. I mean, you don't have to, Akune, but I get what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I think the spider for the Jin Sting was a worthwhile trade. We do need to recap some points soon. Yeah, sleep is more important, truthfully. Your health is more important than random Phobies. Like, let's be real. The seasonal packs are great, and yes, I do encourage people to try for the gold pack, but at the end of the day, I don't know. We still don't know the numbers for it, and that's the thing that kind of bothers me, is we just don't know. You open 40 games, so I should get the number? Well, you have to complete them, though. Good luck, like, if you open 40 async games, good luck completing them by tomorrow. The second goal is speedrunning Sum of All Fears 3. Where are you at now? It's, Sum of All Fears 1, or what? 8 wins in Arena? I mean, that's doable. It's 580. This is gonna die. I have like one more turn to make something happen before things get really, really bad. Like, things have to happen this turn. Jar was dead to Hevo, but it would have died to the return on everything else, because a connection from this, and 2 connections from this is a dead Hevo. I was only at like 1800 health. I wasn't worried about the Jar, because what would happen is this rolls up, this comes in from behind, this goes on the stem. And I think that was 1800. It might not have been, because this would have been... Well, this was 800, and then another 800, and then 900. And I'm just rounding here. This is more, almost 1,000, so, like, we had way more than that. But yes, the Jar would have been dead from Hevo, but, like, I didn't have time, is what it came down to. And I don't know that I have time here to actually clear this out now. I might have played it a little too patient. You're 33-16, you can do it, but it has to be quick and easy. In a few words, I must be lucky enough to not meet tryharders. I mean, if you do it tomorrow, I don't know how it is the higher ranks for that sort of thing, but I've had tons of times where it's like, yeah, people just aren't queuing properly, if that makes sense. Like, they just don't care. Alright, you go here. You go here. We gotta stem the bleeding somehow. They do not have a boop online. I don't think we want... Actually, this is fine, because if they waste time trying to kill the cassowary, then we can just lay into them with everything else. The flanking Gravedigger, true. Yeah, we had to kill the Sparky. The Sparky had to die. Chances for me to meet the top 20 are way too high because I'm 22nd. I mean, that's true. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely understand that. I just didn't know how bad it was going to be necessarily. Like, are you in the same time zones as them? You know what I mean? Because if they're not online, like, they're just not online. So this was smart because otherwise I chain onto everything. Like, I end up hitting all three of these with Hevo, which obviously accelerates everything. The main thing is killing this Hevo, but I get it. This is what I wanted, because now we're stabilized. I should be able to, like, I'll swing this up, reclaim this panic point. Well, maybe not now. This does 520. This is just in range that I have to respect the Gravedigger now, which is obnoxious. No game. $14, huh? So what I wanted to do is maybe if we leapt, we could have killed this, but I don't think we can. So all I'm doing here is I'm ensuring that they can't cap the panic points. They can get a boop here, which would be obnoxious. But this threatens literally everything here. There's no way they can do enough damage to kill this Hevo this turn. So they can kill the cassowary, walk on the stim, and boop everything for like 1 billion? Which would be really bad. Because that might kill this. It's unlikely, but it's not impossible. I studied the top time zones, and some of them during the day in my time zone, or during the night in my time zone, and others during the day. Fair. Maybe flank with Gravy and Crushmore. Flank what? Their Crush Gravedigger? Kind of have no free space. That's kind of rough, Akune. It's kind of rough. No, game, stop. 13. Wait, what am I doing? Alright, that'll get him with fire. That'll live. That's fine. We got 3 panic points. I think we're good, chat. I think we're good. The main army, the main group. GG. GG, Smiley. GG. That was weird. Actually, you know what? This might not be a bad game to look at to try and learn something. Like, was this game interesting, chat? Because I was seeing a Blasto show up. It's worth looking at this because it's a new map. Like, I won't do the whole YouTube thing. Also, I had some spaghetti and meatballs earlier. Not as good as my lunch. Slice of Papa Joe's pizza. Please tell me you don't mean Papa John's. And it is actually a place called Papa Joe's. Because Papa John's pizza is awful. It's a crime what they do to pizza. I was saying Hematic Ginseng died from what? I didn't see it. Oh, okay, okay. I saw the Hematic Ginseng, and obviously I kind of surmised, but I wasn't sure. Don't even... Stop. Stop. Look, YouTube. Papa John's is bad. It's bad pizza. Stop. Stop. And Papa John himself is a colossal dickbag. Stop. I'm gonna roll up a newspaper and whack you on the nose. It's bad. It's bad pizza. Look, I'm from the East Coast. I've talked about it before. And my wife and I love pizza. And one of the worst things was when I went to the Midwest and they're showing me the atrocity that they consider pizza. I thought I was going to have a brain hemorrhage on the spot. Yeah, we need a moment of silence for his taste buds. Pour one out. If you're taking a drink, pour one out. Their taste buds, because it's awful. Like, look, don't get me wrong. It's like getting Domino's or something like that. At the end of the day, it's cheap pizza. But honestly, I think Papa John's is one of the worst ones. I think Papa John's pizza is worse than Domino's. I think it's way worse. Like, Pizza Hut actually is pretty good. But that's because of, like, how salty it is, I think. I don't want to get my bed sheets wet. I don't know. I really like pizza, but again, I'm from the East Coast, so I prefer a certain type of pizza. There are things that people label pizza in the United States that are absolutely there's no planet, there's no realm, no dimension where that would qualify as pizza. I will say the cheese and pepperoni stuffed crust is weird. I've never really gotten into the stuffed crust stuff. I don't mind crust on pizza in general, but again, I like good pizza, so, like, every part of that pizza is good to me. I mean, look, I'm just giving people a hard time, although I'm being serious. Papa John's is, like, Papa John, the guy who owns Papa John's, or I don't know if he still does, or, like, the founder, he's a dickbag. But if you like the pizza, you like the pizza, like, whatever. Just won a game and got play of the game in Overwatch 2, was wiping 4 people with boosted hammer. Just listen to you talk about Papa John's. Did that give you the energy to win, Rock Swan? Like, that's your soundtrack going off in your head while you're getting play of the game? Is that what's happening? Homemade pizza is the best? I mean, if you have an actual kiln and, like, the means to make it, definitely gave you the energy. Nice. Nice. I was actually thinking about downloading Apex, chat. I'm not really big into battle royales. I played Fortnite. We've talked about it before. I don't mind Fortnite in no build. I think the build was just awful. Like, I played one game of it, and I said, nope, I'm done with this, and I never played it again. Then I tried it with no build, and I'm like, all right, this is kind of cool. But I was thinking about downloading Apex, because I heard good things. Might get pizza later today. Nice. Remember when I got a Little Caesars pizza box thing, and you make your own pizza? Really? I didn't know that. I mean, the hot and readies from Little Caesars are not bad. If you need a cheap pizza, I don't hate it. It's not bad. If it was the choice between, you know, real pizza and Little Caesars, like, let's be real, I'm choosing the real pizza, but I'll take it. I'll take it. It's Rock Swan's theme. It starts running when he's going to win. Yeah, like, other people hear Eye of the Tiger, or, you know, the Doom music starts playing, they hear me ranting and raving about how Papa John's a dickbag and the pizza's bad. Hot Cheetos. Oh, time out. We got to talk about this, chat. Eventually we'll look at this game. People watching this on YouTube are like, what am I listening to? Did you see the TikTok about the guy who hermetically sealed in a coffin a bag of flaming hot Cheetos? I'm not making this up. A guy built a concrete coffin engraved in gold. The ingredients, like the nutritional information on the back of flaming hot Cheetos, sealed a bag, like a sealed bag of it inside a like bulletproof glass case, and then suspended it in the coffin with chains. And then buried it like 50, they got like actual construction equipment and buried it 50 feet deep or something like that. It is insane. No, I don't edit this stuff out, Scrungle. The only things basically I edit out are the losses. I edit out losses, or if I'm like super tilted, or there's pauses, you know, where it's something like, oh, hey, chat, I'll be right back. So I cut out the pause so there isn't just 15 minutes of silence, you know, stuff like that. They will, 100% YouTube will hear this lunacy. And let me know down in the comments, YouTube. Of course, leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying this lunacy. Get that in there while we can. Should have buried a Choco Taco so we can live forever. There are going to be aliens when humanity destroys itself. They discover Earth, and this is what they're going to excavate. It's going to be like 4 elementary school time capsules, and then the flaming hot Cheetos recipe. And they're just going to wonder what in God's name is happening. There's a guy who went to the hospital for eating too much hot Cheetos. I'll take your word on it. That does not in any way sound unrealistic. There is absolutely somebody on the face of the earth that did that. Was it like a challenge? Was it like, oh, well, I bet you can't eat 300 bags of these in a day or something like that? Or was it just some guy that was trying to subsist off of flaming hot Cheetos? Because apparently he hates himself. I don't know. That's weird, chat. The All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office is going to want to know about these potentially anomalous hot Cheetos. They're going to need to be contained like that. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at this game. Due to where I live, I never had a chance to eat Cheeto Puffs. I don't like Puffs. I like regular Cheetos, personally. So we're looking at the game, and I'm sure we'll continue with this bizarre conversation, but we're looking at this game because this is from the async ladder. Dios and hopeloy, obviously, anybody who's watching this probably is aware of where they are on both ladders, or at least has an idea. Basically, they're towards the top. And this is one of the new maps, specifically Megalo. Normally, I'd break this out, but I just don't feel like it right now. I don't feel like doing the whole YouTube thing. So we're going to take a look at this game together, see what we can learn. These seem like fairly standard openers. I'm curious who's going to break parity here first. So hopeloy has double 1-drops, whereas Dios only has 1. So hopeloy could more easily cap the center and then recap when obviously the cat comes in. But they're maxing out at 5 Phobies right now. Planted a hot Cheetos tree. The coffin is the seed, good God. And Gesundheit. So this is weird, chat. I don't know if this is them toying around with ideas. Obviously, we can assume that these are all really high level. Like, this is level 16. This is level 22. Devs, if you're watching this, seriously, in-game, I talked about this in the game I just played. In-game, when you click on a phobie and you pull up the card, you can then click on the next phobie, and it'll continue popping up the cards. You can't do that in replays, and it is the most annoying thing. Well, maybe not the most annoying, but it is up there. It irks the shit out of me. That I have to go click and then click and then click again to get this to work. Is this the new map? It's one of the new maps, yes. This one just came into rotation. This is Megalo. So this is a Dios trap. Is this enough to kill it? Oh, wow. Okay, that's enough to kill it. Full health here, too. So that's a good takedown. That trap is not going to kill this cat. It's severely weakened, but because of the backup 1 key, that means that, again, hopeloy can recap pretty quickly. So snowball here to supplement. This is pretty cool. I like this play from Dios because they're gonna eliminate this, the Contortio, so that means that the advantage that hopeloy had of immediately recapping this point is now gone. And the body block here means that this stabby is not immediately... Hold on, I want to click on them. This stabby is not immediately going to be able to retaliate for the damage done to it. Additionally, the jar is positioned in such a way that it's going to make it challenging for hopeloy to be able to kill it, because you can only connect with one of these, essentially. They have to find a way to clear the cat out, move both of them up, and then they can get the jar, which they probably... It's not even necessarily what they want to do. Because then they're just walking these two into their death. Because the stabby, the gesundheit, the follow-up... Instead, they have to retreat and giving up the positioning here. So we get a blue Leon. That's actually pretty cool. We get a blue Leon to start healing up the stabby. I really need to use my own blue Leon more. So I like that here. And I think Blue Leon is a great follow-up to turret openers, because you want them to just stand there. You don't want them to be moving around the map. So sitting on a healing spa seems like a good idea, right? And because of the banking on both sides, we have 7 keys over here, and we still have 4 despite the Blue Leon. What level is the jar? Level 17. A pretty big jar. The jar is, in fact, large. This one is 21. Seems good, chat. Seems good. Oh, my eyes are scratchy because I'm so dehydrated. I can drink more water. So this Blue Leon positioning or repositioning is weird. I have no idea why it's up here. I imagine it could have gone back one. We get to answer Blue Leon, chat. This is getting weird. This is pretty cool. I do like this. This is the sort of game, for the record, that if I were to record this offline, I'm thinking about doing the high-level game breakdowns offline in a different fashion, where I edit them similar to the patch breakdown video that I did, and then just, like, put more into the video. Editing-wise. Alright, so we get a Blastomatic here. Maxed out Phobies here. Maxed out Phobies here. The Blasto is actually pretty cool. 5 keys left for Dios, 3 for hopeloy. I like the patience from hopeloy on this. The thing about Phobies is patience is one of the hardest things to stay disciplined with. I mean, look at this. This is a Blastomatic that just got a free hit and now is going to be sitting on a healing spa. Now, admittedly, hopeloy doesn't have the panic point advantage. Like, the game might be over on the spot here if hopeloy had the panic point advantage, because then Dios has to commit in a really atrocious way. But as it is, Dios has to still commit in an atrocious way in order to try and do something, and this is a level 20 Blasto. 4,500 health. Why is Blasto cool since the mech is the only GR? So, Blasto is really good here because, I mean, in general, not just the scenario, but Blasto is super strong because it is arguably the best turret. It's probably better than Dozer. So if you're, not you specifically, Kraos, but in general, if you're thinking, well, the best turret has to be Dozer, it's the biggest one, right? No, Blasto is better than Dozer. Like, let's be real. It's a better turret. Even if you completely ignore the electrical damage, which admittedly most of the time you can, the laser is way better than the road cone from Dozer. Just plainly, it's better. It also has an AoE attack, which manipulates your opponent's positioning, but if it doesn't, then you just dominate them, right? And then on top of it, it has just an insane amount of health. I don't know what the comparison Blastomatic to Dozer is health-wise. I imagine this has less. It probably does less damage. How many keys does Zappy cost? 6. But I imagine that, like, I just think Blastomatic's the best turret. But in this specific scenario, it completely dominates Dios's positioning because they can't put any to... They're going to get lasered to death. The laser is just going to tear them apart. Hypothetically, anyway. Like, here, like, look at this laser. This laser would be crippling. I assume this is a dead stabby, but this kind of feels like just, like, sacrificing the game? I have no idea why they put that there, unless this is just Dios kind of accepting. Because, like I said, this doesn't matter. So you laser here, blam, blow those up. You get this. The game's over. Now, there's an argument that Dios could have hypothetically just sent in one thing, whatever the one thing is, probably the, like the Gesundheit or something, and then let that die so they can free up their 5 keys. Ooh, we got a glob, chat! Probably didn't even need laser. Possibly. Everything was damaged enough. Chat, we got a glob. The beginning of this game seemed like it was absolutely, yes, we're tryharding. We're doing the normal things. But then past a certain point, it seems as though hopeloy just kind of took over, and Dios was just accepting the inevitable. So, like, at this stage, there's realistically nothing that Dios can do, because hopeloy will never allow the glob to connect with this, or shouldn't. It may just be globbing time, we'll see. Is the glob dimensional? It is. Glob is dimensional. How many phobies do we have that do literally 0 damage? Rusty, glob, technically. When I say 0 damage, I mean like they don't have an attack. Boomer. I love the part where the glob says it's globbing time and globs all over him. That sounds like videos I can't show on my YouTube channel. Muffin God? Wait, what? Get that little jingle going. Is this a dead glob? Oh my god. This glob has like 11 billion health. Almost 3,700 health. Oh yeah, it has 0 attack, fair. Sockassin takes it down. Finnegan says, get the hell off of that healing spot. Boop. Well played. So what do we learn from this game? We know how this is ending. Again, Blastomatic, super strong. Super strong. Did Dios have, like, a big level disadvantage? It was big, but I don't know if that is what you can attribute it completely to. It feels like across the board it was a 4-level disadvantage for the things that compared. If that's the case, because we were talking about this last night when Hakune brought it up, I don't know that mirroring here... Granted, you're going first, so if they mirror and all their stuff is just better than yours, what are you supposed to do? I think the Bluelian was really cool. But there was a play early on. Like, this made sense. Was it this turn? I think maxing out here was bad. Like, I think the answer Bluelian does nothing. Like, I think this is what lost Dios the game. Again, with levels considering, because... Or levels in consideration, because if you're down 4 levels across the board... Got caught mid-teleportation, I can't click on this. So this is a level 20. This is a level 15. So this is 5 levels. Just about everything else was at least 4 levels. Again, this is a level 20 Blastomatic. It's verging on impossible to kill this thing to begin with. And then you tack on that you're down levels. So, Dios is in a bad spot to start. But I think that... I don't understand why this Bluelian came out. Other than, hey, that's a cool idea, let me try it too. But it maxes you out on Phobies. I think both the Bluelian and the Gesundheit could have been Phobies that Dios takes back. Rolls them into something else, and you're better off. What is the answer to a 4,500 health Blastomatic? I'll be honest with you, chat. I don't have the first idea. Like, I legitimately don't know. I don't know what Dios's collection is, but Dios is pretty high up there stress level-wise, so I have to imagine they have a variety of options. But unless you have a Sparky that's super high level, or maybe you set up a Hevo 3.0 just because of the lob, not necessarily because of anything else, and then, you know, you can set up lobbing scenarios, I guess. Zappy, you can inch it up. But I just don't see a reason to max out here with Bluelian, given this position, with your opponent. So, like, you maxed out here. Dios just maxed out with 7 keys banked for the other player. This is the exact scenario that you want with Russell, with Hevo, with Dozer. It doesn't matter. Insert big phobie. You want your opponent to be maxed. You want to windmill slam your huge win condition on the board, and then you just shove. You take over the game from here, and your opponent, by the time they are able to recover, because what you can do is either kill off or cripple, like, their entire team, and then they don't have enough time to recover. So, that's the thing. Is this game review time? Well, I just wanted to look at one. We'll probably save the actual viewer game reviews for tomorrow, because there's only 3, and at least at right now. And I want to save them because we're not going to be able to play many games tomorrow. Because typically people just throw games before the server reset. So they're, you know, I want to do something before the, the server rolls. You know what I mean? So I'm going to save them for tomorrow. So unless we, in like the next hour or two, we get a glut of 25 of them or something, I'm going to save them. So I just want to look at this. We might look at some other ones from other ends of the ladder. I mean, we could do the same thing tomorrow and do viewer game reviews tonight if people really want me to. I guess it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. You know, whichever game review we're looking at. But I think that's a worthwhile one to take note of. Worthwhile one to take note of. They are fairly close in level. I mean, hopeloy has the advantage here over Dios, but it's not, you know, a 30, 40, 50 level difference. Because there's going to be a weekend coming up where I'm going to miss a couple of streaming days. Blinky was having fun that game. Which one? The Async game, I guess? I don't know. I wasn't, This is actually a potential sucky opener map. I kind of want to try that. I don't know if I actually have, because I have Sucky, or done the Sucky opener on this map on some offline games, and I don't really like it yet. I'm not really sold on it, but we'll see. I'm not sure whether I should go a 1 here. We're going to bank. That may be wrong. It might be better. Because we could go Innocuous, we could go Gin Sting. Because the challenge here is this is, well, it's 381, so that's 760. We'll actually be able to kill the cat if we can leap onto it. This is 8. We can walk this into range. And as long as I have the supplemental damage, we're fine. So this means they could get a shot here, which is fine, I guess. But doing this guaranteed, like, this is actually not good for them. They should take this one, because it forces this to be in a worse position. Because I'm just going to heal this up, and then, like, can I kill this? So, like, I hit this, I leap. No, I don't think there's any way I can kill the Murder Wing. So, like, now the Murder Wing can't kill me? The Murder Wing can get one more hit, and then I'll back off. With the Sucky, that is. So you get your free shot there. Snowball, Cat, then Leap. Yeah, that would have worked. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that would have worked. Whatever. We're streaming. We're just doing things. These are moves, like, I keep mentioning it just to remind people, but, like, whatever. I'm on stream. We're just doing things. Whatever. It's all vibes. No actual planning. Yeah, numbskull action. I'm not sure about this one. It's interesting. You like Gravedigger here? I can see it. I haven't played a lot of Gravedigger lately. I mean, there are maps where I absolutely use it, but I don't tend to go to that a lot. Honestly, I don't even know that I needed the snowball. I possibly could have done it with just a jar. Now that I think about it. So they move, they yoink, they hit twice. This is 1,000, 1,300, and 6. We're gonna do this. We don't need to rush this. We lose both of these. We'll kill the... Well, actually, we won't kill this very... Oh, I meant to move this. Oh, that's really bad, actually. This is really bad. I might have just thrown chat. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, they wouldn't have gotten it this turn, but, like, that's an enormous amount of damage on this. It makes it super weak. They still can't kill it. Yeah, I wasn't too worried about it dying immediately, but, like, even that is risky. This level of damage going down is problematic. Yeah, I don't think there's any combination of this where they can do it, because they need 2 hits from something, and none of these are in range even with the yoink. Did we just tilt them because of that? Oh no. Not like this. Not like this. Or is this going to suddenly do all the moves in, like, a half a second? We have had a couple games like that. I wonder if they think that leaving the Inoculus there was calculated because it's like, they knew that I couldn't kill it. It partially was because I knew that they couldn't kill it, but I meant to move it because there's no need for it to take the damage. Oh no is right. Yeah, it looks like they're gone. Womp womp. Could probably reposition better, like moving the stabby down here. Well, the stabby covers the top. I don't know. I don't even know if they're there. They might have straight up disconnected. Which it looks like they did. So while we have a moment, if you're watching this on YouTube, likes and subscribes, check out the links in the description. Come by the live stream or the Discord. Those are the links in the description I was referring to, by the way, in case you were curious. But, so what's going on, chat? Womp wah is right. A little womp womp action. We'll jump into another one after this. What do you think, chat? Are we sticking on Phobies tonight, or are we playing a little variety? The only thing I know for real makes some good background music. I don't think I know that song offhand. I don't think I do. I'd have to look it up. So yeah, chat, it sounded like everybody was amicable to the idea last night of doing a, like, double variety night thing. A man needs some For Honor sometimes. I mean, it's true. I've been playing a lot of Gladiator because I just can't get the timing for the blocks with the Black Prior down. It just does not seem to want to cooperate. It's from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Metal Gear is another series that I've literally never played a game from. There's a lot of memes that I'm aware of from Metal Gear, but I've never played one. Is For Honor the one where you took a screenshot of the pig butthole? No, that was Chivalry 2. Because there's a mission in Chivalry where if you're the attackers... GG. So if you're the attackers, you're supposed to... like you're sieging a village and then a castle, ultimately. And the first part is you're supposed to kidnap their livestock or the villagers. And if you're the defenders, obviously you're supposed to defend it. So you literally pick up the pigs and throw it on your shoulders, and then you have to carry it out to your ships. So it's kind of funny. For Honor plays similarly. It's a different engine. There's definitely a lot of differences even within the gameplay patterns, but it's a third-person fighting game, we'll call it, that's medieval-based. I think chat might like it. What am I going to do in pack opening? Tomorrow, Lester. I do them once a season when we have the season rollover. The main reason is, as I was discussing earlier, why I want to hold the game reviews till tomorrow, is because on the season rollover day, typically there's a lot of people just throwing games so that they can get quick turnover of games, so that they can hit their season objectives, so it's not great. And then after the season rolls over, there's not generally a lot of people on, because it's just like they log in, they get their pack, and they call it a night, which is fine. So we'll do some game reviews pre season rollover, we'll do the pack opening, then we'll probably do more game breakdowns and stuff as the night progresses. So I usually hold off so that way I can do it all in one shot. Plus, it builds more hype for everybody when it's, you know, well, let's open 5 Dreadful packs together in 30,000 tiers. You know, that sort of thing. I think there, so we had, what? We had the funny discussion, we had 2, well, we had like 1 arena game, and we had the game breakdown, so I want to have some other stuff. This is another potential sucky map. But I've been defaulting to just the standard opener here. Actually, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to try this. I like Centurion from For Honor. I've tried it. I'm not very... Like, look, chat. Don't expect a lot when we play For Honor. I'm not good at this game. It's funny, but I'm not good. I want to have people on Twitter really know my little speculative critters. I need to post them more, but I think I posted them like one time. Wait, what? What are you talking about, Scrungle? Oh, for stuff to draw. That a Lawbringer? I like Lawbringer. It's fun. What's the guy with the shield and the flail called? Because the Lawbringer is the one with the halberd, right? Because that's the guy I like. I mean, I like the one with the shield and the flail too, but he's way harder for me to use. Honestly, a snowball opener here isn't bad. We could have gone snowball ourselves, and it wouldn't have been bad. But we get snowballed in response. So if we go here, we get snowballed. Which I don't particularly want to have happen. I don't know if this is a triple turret map. As in Stabby and then Bo Mangles is the follow-up to this, but we're going to go with this to start. You just like the Knights the most? I like a lot of the Knights. I like a lot of the Vikings. Like, Raider is probably my main, but I've been trying out the other ones. The other factions, I'm just straight up not good with their characters, and I'm not sure why. I'm just not as good. I have been playing, well, not a lot of Shinobi, but I've been playing Shinobi, and I really like that one. I like the Orochi. Wow, they banked. That's kind of scary. So they could... Like, do we do this instead? This is probably better, because otherwise this just gets beat up and then dies for nothing, I think. Raider guy with the big axe and big beard, yeah, exactly. I posted that picture in Discord where I said, I told my wife that, like, that was the beard I was trying to grow, but it basically goes to about here, chat, and it's been 2 years of this. It's not getting any longer. It'll get scruffier, and I mean, it gets a little longer, but, like, it doesn't get much longer. Oh, that's pretty cool, Scrungle. That's pretty cool. Alright, so they banked for Noxious. Oh, we have Bluelian, chat! We finally get to use a Bluelian! This is gonna be sweet! Chat, this is gonna be awesome, because they're never gonna see it coming. They'll never see it coming. Part of me wants to move in to hit, but I'm gonna let them come to us. Or do we Zamboni? Oh, we're gonna Bluelian, I haven't used Bluelian that much. But a Zamboni would be hilarious. Hilarious. So this is 9 keys, we need 5, so we can't do more than a 4. So if we go Innocuous, like, this doesn't seem bad. We could put a hurt on this if it comes in. It probably goes right here. and then we pop out Bluelian, and oh, this is going to be sweet, chat. Zombody's going to suffer from poison. That's why I'm not going to do it. The Bluelian could self-heal, hypothetically. If All Tomorrows rings any bells, that's one of his works. I'm not familiar with that. I'll have to look it up. It's amazing how Zomboni has such white teeth. Look, even zombies brush. If you were a zombie, look, you have to assume that you're not regenerate. Well, I guess you're undead, so you can maybe that's how. They don't have to brush. They just regenerate whenever they eat something, and it cleans the plaque for them. That would be pretty sweet. It's absolutely not how it would work, but it would be sweet. The beard hit the Minecraft height limit. So there is a risk here that, like, leaving this in range means that it's gonna get, you know, like, this is a significant amount of damage, and they could hang in here and just kill it, you know what I mean? I get it, you know, when you bite into some guy's flesh, you're gonna want them to... Yeah, imagine a zombie who loses all their teeth. It's a rough life, run life. There's actually, in World War Z, the book, I'm pretty sure there's somewhat like a character who literally were from something. I remember there was something where there was somebody who, we'll say, defanged a whole bunch of zombies by pulling all their teeth. Chat, we get the Bluelian. It's happening. Kill Ginseng and then Metabot. We don't have Metabot, but I'm super excited about this Bluelian. I'm not joking, chat. I'm super hyped about this Bluelian. I blued myself. It happens. It happens sometimes. That may or may not be the intro for this. Look, I just blued myself. It happens. Did we tilt our opponent? Did we tilt? Oh, okay. I was about to say, did we tilt two people in a row off the face of this earth? Because they sat there for a long time. The funny thing is, I don't think we can... Well, actually, we could droney this. Like, legitimately, they sat there for a long time and wondered. I don't like doing this, but I really don't want to, because, like, if they want to hit the stabby, fine. I don't really want them hitting other stuff, though. There's a risk they can kill this. You know, they snowball, they hit with this, and then they move the jar down. Like, that's not out of the realm of possibility. That Droney's gonna get... I mean, I think trading Droney for Daisy is perfectly acceptable. Like, I'm okay with that. And if they're gonna sink the damage into the Droney, that means that this will walk away alive, most likely. If they went after this, I still have a triple panic point advantage, and they have to commit into double turret plus Bluelian. Like, that's gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough for them. Chat, you have no idea how happy it makes me that I'm able to finally beat Noxious. It might sting a little. I see what you did there. Pull out a Daisy, you think it's going to survive since the enemy's mainly using turrets, then boom, Droney. Yeah, Droney is a terror for... You can't place it on the tile you're on? I never realized that. Yeah, Droney's kind of a terror in those scenarios. No game. We're just gonna bank. Like, they have to do something. I don't have to do anything. Triple panic point advantage. It's true. It's true. It feels good. It feels good, chat. I don't even know what our opponent does from here. They only have 3 keys available because they weren't banking. I have no idea why they went stabby. I imagine they were not happy. Blue Lane is literally 2 steps away from you. You don't have to teleport that much. It's true. It's like, bro, just walk. You know that scene from Spaceballs when they beam him up? They beam up the president and then his head's on backwards? And he's like, forget it, I'm just gonna walk. And he literally goes into the next room. That's Bluelian right now. That's Bluelian right now. It's like, bro, have you skipped that many leg days? You can't just walk over there? Alright, bad guy, you have to know what's happening. I think this is the last turn. No, it has 2 more turns. Oh my god. They are getting through on damage on this. Like, they're not... It's not as though I'm completely ignoring the damage. I should have moved this, too. The Inoculus, I mean. I don't think I want to do that, though. You go there, you go there, you go there. It's 5, 11, and 4. I don't think there's any way they can kill the... Yes, there is. So that's 11. Where's 15, 18, and 5 is enough. They still have 3 keys. I just want to use this, chat. I don't know that this is actually good here. It absolutely struggled. I 100% was reaching for Pterodactyl, but I'm trying to force this specifically. Oh my god, I moved this off the... Ah, chat! I wasn't paying attention. Now this dies. It should die anyway. It was gonna die if it stayed here. So maybe retreating is better, but then I should not have put this out. Like, there's no need for this. Our opponent's definitely on the other side. Like, how am I losing to this fool? This absolute imbecile. Oh, bad guy. Bad news for you. How is this jar not dead? Like, real talk. This tanks another turn of poison. So we're not out of the woods yet, chat, because I kind of hosed myself here. Oh, this does literally 0 damage now, lol. Literally 0 damage. It doesn't affect the reflect, unfortunately, but I mean, lol. 0 damage stabby. It happens. It happens sometimes. One more turn and they got that active. But we can also drop one of these. The funny thing is they can't... So they can retreat the stabby, send in the jar to kill this. Otherwise, this will live because I can put down a healing spot and heal my dumbass unicorn. This is so stupid. Oh, the bad guy's pissed now. Bad guy's pissed. Are you sure? It's a 28 health. I mean, yeah, sure. Send your guys in. Go ahead. Send them in. I promise you that Murder Wing is dead. It's gonna die to the trap. Chad, it's gonna die to the trap. We got him. Hashtag got him. This is so silly. This is so silly. I kind of feel bad for bad guy. Game, please. Game? Struggling here a little bit. Hashtag got him is right. If I'm not wrong, Chuck is the only non-mech 3-range normal attack, since the others are either special ability or mechanical. What has a 3-range special ability? I mean, aside from the mechanical 3-rangers, is there... Unicorn will die to jar? I mean, I don't think it matters, but sure. I can actually burrow through this and just punch the heart with Blue Leon. Oh yeah, Tramples has 3 range. That's cool. Yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. It would be interesting if you think about the color pie. Yeah, I mean, it's not really 3 range, but I get what, by some definition. If you think about the color pie in Magic, the way, if you're not familiar with it, basically Magic has 5 colors, and each of them are assigned certain roles. So they can do certain things, and they can't do other things. And when they get something outside of their color wheel, the color pie, it's notable, GG. I didn't even have to punch it. It's notable because, you know, they don't normally get that effect. So often it comes with a big drawback, or it's a big occasion, that sort of thing. And it defines the flavor of each of the colors, so that way it's, oh, well, I'm playing against a white-blue deck. I know it can do these sort of things. Even if you don't know the exact cards, it's like, well, these are the mechanics, these are the themes. Or if it's a black-red deck, or if it's a green-whatever deck. It would be interesting if in Phobies, Mechanicals had the theme of 3 Rangers. You know what I mean? How many Phobies do I have? I have 141. No, I don't. I have 97. Just playing around. I have 97 Phobies out of the 141. Most, I'm pretty sure I know I have all the commons that aren't, I don't think there are any commons remaining that are stress levels that I could get. I am missing, I think I have all the uncommons, so it's only rares and ultra rares that I'm missing at this stage. Only rares and ultra rares that are missing at this stage, Lester. Which I didn't realize Rusty was a rare. So yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff that could be in our seasonal pack, or those Dreadfuls. I'm not... Okay, I hope the game doesn't hear me and misunderstand this. I'm not necessarily looking for new Phobies tomorrow. And I know people, when I do the pack opening, will probably be disappointed if I don't go, oh, chat, we just got Smother Mother, you know. But honestly, getting some of these other Phobies just to better levels effectively adds them to my collection. So, for example, I haven't used Microscopic in forever, probably with good reason, but Microscopic is level 4. Even if I was super hyped and I'm like, oh, I have this Microscopic strategy lined up, I cannot use it. It will absolutely get crapped on in my games. Most of the games that I'm going up against, people are, maybe not like level 13, but that's like, pretty much everything you'll see is double digits unless it's a specific thing. And as a result, I just straight up cannot play certain Phobies. Even the ones that are close, like Moly Bully, which I want to use more, I need to remember to force it more. The problem is that it's just too low of a level for the most part. I actually did use a Dr. Dermic in a couple of async games, and one of them I'm winning, one of them I'm losing, I think. But this is because of its ability. But something like Moly Bully is just a stat stick. Yes, it has Burrow, but it's there for the numbers. And the numbers are not necessarily going to be good enough. I don't know, we'll see. 665 damage is a lot, though. It's a lot of damage. Alright, chat, I'm going to try and get in one more arena game. Yeah, absolutely. That was just a humongous problem. The Beauty Beam. Which, honestly, I should have seen that coming, and I thought I think when I undid it, I undid the, what was I going to say? When I undid all the stuff, I think I had moved the pterodactyl. Zappy, Destroyer of Circuits, Breaker of Dreams? I guess. Okay, Zako. But yeah, that was absolutely a winnable game that I just threw. I just threw that game. I'm very aware of what that's referencing, Taco. I'm very aware of what that's referencing. I know. But I don't remember if when I undid that whole turn, if I originally had something, if I moved the pterodactyl. I'm like 99% sure I did. I'd have to go back and look. Because I think I considered that, because I distinctly remember saying, oh yeah, they can do this. And by this, specifically, I mean they could, they could have Beauty Beam there. But I am somewhat, I don't know. When I saw the Beauty, like, honestly, I thought the game was over in my favor. Like, I felt like I was in a great position until I undid everything like that. Which, that's now 2 games tonight that I threw because of undos. Because we had the very first game of the night where I think I win if I don't undo the one turn. And especially if I don't undo the second turn, we would have been better off. And I think for both of those, we would have been in a decent spot. But it is what it is. You live by the arena, you die by the arena. So I'm debating taking this spot, but I think they can possibly kill it. It's 1 hit, 2 hits, 1 hit, and then like a jar might be enough. It's unlikely, but I also don't want to, like, is there a need? So they swing the cat in, we replace with our cat, assuming they don't body block with the stabby. I want to try and get Unbearable online. Yeah, I was going to say, you have to jar to kill it. You have to jar to kill it. Just double checking something in OBS real quick. Yeah, we'll have to fix that. So they chose not to go after these, which is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, this, and then a snowball. Point is, the stabby's probably dead. We don't want that there. We go here, it's safe. We could roll up an Unbearable here. And say, okay, stop me. We absolutely bank at this stage. Arguably, I could bank from just what I had. And then try and get up to one of our big guys. But this pressures our opponent a little bit more, because they still need to do something. So we'll kill this, replace with our cap. It feels like you're trying to quote the Arthas speech. Or parody the Arthas speech. Alright, so we get a... We'll just muffin this, which is fine. As long as I don't hit this, which we're not going to let them. So this will cover both panic points. We have the flexibility with this. They still have to send something in. This one's going better so far. And we can bank from here. We have 12 keys. They have 13. So I probably just kill this, I think, with the stabby. And then we'll muffin afterwards. So we could get an 8 online, aka another Russell or something. We could go Dozer and super turret it up. I don't know that Dozer here is really what we want. Like, then we have triple turret, and our mobility is just atrocious. Plus, Dozer is not a lobber, so, you know, all the usual problems there. And I think we're going to need to pop out a 1 key so that we can contest the cowbell. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not going to be enough. We should be able to trade favorably here with this setup. So I'm just going to pop a 1 key at the moment. Get this ready. So that way we can clear out the cowbell, immediately replace, and then... Actually, we kind of need the muffin right now. Because we're going to need double hits to get the cowbell. I'm okay with taking the extra hits on the stabby here because this muffin's healing almost 700 damage. So it's going to max it back out again. I think this is fine. It might not be if they go for it like this. Yeah, this might be too much damage. Oh boy, this might have been a mistake. Might have been a mistake. Game, please, come on. Been struggling a lot with just like getting the commands to go. So what are you at? So you're at 1,000. This double hit in a jar kills it, then this kills. So we lose these for the stabby. Like, that's not worth. Might lose this anyway. We might lose that anyway, so I'm popping this out to try and deter them from coming in. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I wanted to do something more interesting than Pterodactyl, but I was running out of time. Yeah, I was definitely too aggressive with the Unbearable. That's unfortunate. I don't know, chap. Maybe we don't get variety tonight. It's already quarter after. It's getting kind of late. Getting kind of late. Gonna be one of those nights where I just have to keep chaining Phobie games because I'm tilting myself. It's been a while since we had one of those streams. It's been a long time. See, the problem here is because I didn't put the extra damage on Stabby, now we're even worse off. I might have been better going in and then just supplementing the forces and going, okay, you got my stuff, but I'm going to kill a few things on the way out. 3 keys left. My inclination is to go jar. But we could possibly get some value out of, say, a snowball. But I could also say go 2 and 1. So the reason for this is that the 1 allows me to recap points, and Cassowary is just kind of my go-to 2-drop. There might have been better 2-drops, and possibly I should have just waited. Plus, our opponent has 6 keys, so, like... Droney can reach this. I was thinking, low, they can't get it with Snowball, but Droney can reach it. That's rough. That's real bad. Yeah, I don't know that I can win from here, chat. We'll see. I guess it's not impossible, but it's certainly not very likely. Mostly because I don't know how I kill the Klepto. So I could body block here. They hit this once, then that. Like, I could body block with this, but I think they cleared it. Nah, I think body blocking might be better, because then they have to keep a bunch of stuff in range. This just means this connects, and they don't have to put in too much effort for it. They get to do other stuff. So I think body blocking was correct. If I can run the Klepto down quickly... maybe we're okay, because this can snipe the jar, or this can snipe the jar. Neither of which are going to happen now. I guess this is not impossible to do, but this is going to be rough. I think our opponent needs to play this defensively and just let the poison tick. Yeah, you don't come in here. I don't think there's a reason to. So they just walk away, I think, and I don't think they can lose. I think if they straight up walk away, they can't lose. Because then I have to cap a panic point with something that's going to be vulnerable to death. You can't kill this. Yeah, they were just testing the numbers. And I don't have Meatball up in order to tag this. Yeah, if you do this, I literally can't do anything. There was an argument maybe that, like, I was debating sliding the stabby here and then maybe sending the cowbell here, and that probably would have been better. So if I do this, can I just play this defensively and say commit into me and then I win the trade war? Because they can't one-shot this and they can't one-shot this. You know, with, like, this attack and this attack kind of thing. And I should be able to, mobility-wise, get to everything. Because they'll kill this. Yeah, if you do this, I can now meatball this, leap, and then run you down. Because you need double attack, or I can leap and get this. Your only safe spot, no, even that's not safe. There's literally no place this jar can go that I can't reach it now. And they don't have enough phobies to body block it. They could put, yeah, do this and then put the jar here if they were to leave the cowbell. So if I do this, they once again cannot hit. They can't one-shot it. And if they come in, I will retaliate and kill them. If we go here and just punch this, we lose it, and there's no point. This is 5, 790. Yeah, they can't kill either of these. I think we're okay. I think we might be okay, chat. Now we have a 4-to-1 panic point advantage, so they're under pressure. They have to do something. Yeah, you don't have enough damage. I think I won this on levels, chat. I mean, their jar is better than mine, but I think everything else, I have them on levels. And that's the main reason for this W. It's important to point those out, so, like, I mean, I'm not trying to be the wet blanket for myself, I guess, but it's important to recognize when you're winning because, yeah, I made a cool play, or my opponent made a mistake, or it's just, hey, the game, you know, you have better numbers than they do. They use the jar as bait, not klepto. I mean, they could do a lot of things, but... Actually, wait. This is better damage-wise. I think we can kill them like this. GG. We got him. We can go out on a W, chat. It's true. It can happen. Every once in a blue moon. So, definitely a lot of fun playing Phobies. Tomorrow is season rollover, so we have some pack openings coming. We have some game breakdowns coming. I'm sure we'll have some more insane and ridiculous things to talk about, but that's going to do it for this time. So, if you're not already part of the Random Thoughts Discord, hit the links in the description. Of course, you can come by the live stream, RTChompGG over on Twitch. If you want to stick around just on YouTube, that's fine. But help me out with the like and subscribe. Definitely helps out, promotes the channel. Hopefully, you can get Phobies out to the masses that way. Help to improve the game that we all know and love. But as I mentioned, that's going to do it for this time. So as always, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And Black Lives Matter.